The Orkney Islands, a land of wild cliffs, ancient stones and Viking fire. I explored tombs and stones older than the pyramids of Giza and Stonehenge, and stood on the edge of the Yesnaby cliffs with the wind howling around me. I also took the world's shortest commercial airline flight, that's right, it's in Orkney, and found a tiny chapel built by Italian prisoners of war during World War II. Orkney's got everything: history, adventure, and moments that stay with you forever. And during this film, you're going to come with me and explore the magic of these wonderful islands. This is Orkney. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I made an impulsive decision yesterday. I decided, you know what, I've not been to Orkney yet, which is a travesty really. So I bought ferry tickets last minute and I'm heading to Orkney tonight. Okay, let's go on this ferry. Well, we've left the mainland now, about 10 minutes ago. Got about an hour and a half total, I think, for the ferry. I've never been on a ferry at night before. I've worked on plenty of vessels during the night in various oceans all over the world. Never been on a ferry at night, it is a bit different. Goodbye, mainland. Right, I'm on Orkney. Now I need to find a place to park for the night. I think I know where I'm gonna go. So the plan is to park up at Yesnaby, I don't know how to pronounce it, but beautiful cliffs. I want to go and see them first thing in the morning. Well, good morning everyone. Well, I arrived in Orkney last night. I knew where I wanted to get parked up so I would be here for the morning. But it was pitch black, so I had no idea kind of where I was parking. Like in terms of how close it was to where I'm actually going to be going. It has been incredibly windy through the night, which tells me I must be close. And then I opened the door this morning. Right, wait till you see this. If I can get it open with the wind. So that was unexpected. I didn't expect to see that first thing in the morning. Anyway, I'm going to sit and enjoy this. Little coffee. Oh. Get dressed and check these cliffs out. Don't let this mic and the capability of it fool you. It's really windy. I'll turn it off, let you hear. This is what it sounds like normally. It's really windy. So just taking a walk around to a viewpoint. You just look back at where we've come. The layers of old red sandstone are just, it's incredible. Okay, that's some viewpoint, but let's go and find the big boy. Oh man, this has got to be up there as one of the most beautiful, rugged coastlines I've seen in Scotland. Stenness in Shetland is absolutely gorgeous. You've got all the coastlines on the west coast up in Skye, the volcanic coastlines of Skara Brae with the cliffs at either side and waterfalls. Even further on the south on the east coast, the beautiful Brough cliffs are vastly underrated. But I tell you what, this is incredible. I mean, just look at this. I mean, I think it helps because it's choppy today and the waves just make it look even more spectacular, but oh my god. And this is where I wish I could fly my drone. Oh my god, could you imagine the drone shots of this coastline? But it's just too windy. Gutted. I would love to just see where I am and see this coastline from a bird's eye view, you know. It's one of the great things I like about, it's the main thing, it's the main reason I actually fly my drone. I just love seeing where I am, whether I'm up on a mountain or at cliff sides or at a castle or anything. I just like seeing where I am from a bird's eye view, or just seeing the location itself from a bird's eye view and getting that different perspective whilst I'm flying it. You know, the content's really secondary, and it's just such a shame when it's so windy. It's impossible for my little drone. Right, well, the Yesnaby cliffs were absolutely incredible. Just having a little cup of lemsip. I've got a bit of a sore throat and man flu, I reckon. I've parked up just near the Kitchener Memorial, so I want to go and have a look at that. That was a memorial to Lord Kitchener, whose image is famous, of course, for the World War I effort, Your Country Needs You poster. On the 5th of June 1916, the HMS Hampshire left Scapa Flow here in Orkney on a diplomatic mission to Russia, and unfortunately about 9:15 in the evening in really stormy conditions they hit a German mine and only 12 survived. But first I'm going to make a bacon, egg and cheese wrap to get something in my belly. The wind is absolutely howling. I really hope this mic's up to the task. But as I've got closer to this, I mean, the cliffs around this monument are incredible. Oh my god. Wow. Now, I'm being blown in the direction of the sea, so I'm not going to that edge. Absolutely not. But this is insane. I mean, what a place to have the Kitchener Memorial. It is just breathtaking. It's quite incredible. Cliffs. Wow. You know what, I just cannot get over the coastline here. Just the layers and layers and layers of old red sandstone that make up this rugged coastline. It's honestly utterly breathtaking. So far, based on what I've witnessed today, this might actually be my favourite sort of cliff location that I've seen in Scotland. It is incredible. The scale of the cliffs as well, I just can't emphasise that enough. This is a great start to my time in Orkney, and thank you to all my followers that recommended these locations, because it's just totally blown my mind. So I'm just heading towards Birsay, an uninhabited island just off the coast of Orkney. It's a bit special. Well, this is the Brough of Birsay. Cannot believe you can walk across here. Check it out. That's where I'm going to be going tomorrow morning. Morning everyone. Ah! Just about got taken out there. I really need to organise this cupboard better. Let's go on a wee adventure. That water is so clear. I don't know if that's actually picking up on the camera, but it is crystal clear. I absolutely love how you can just walk across here. It is phenomenal. Right, I will say this, don't run, because it is slippy and you'll probably fall flat on your arse if you do. Yeah, I made that mistake. Unfortunately didn't get it on film. We're just about across. Well, can you believe it? I've just... I got that one on film. Oh, fuck me. Right. I need to make up a bloopers of this. I've made it to an uninhabited island. I'm really looking forward to going and seeing these old Pictish and Norse settlement that's here. The Brough of Birsay. Actually, both words come from the Norse word borg, which means fortified place. Makes sense, doesn't it? Sun's come up now. This is an old Pictish and Norse site. The Picts actually settled here around about 600 and the Vikings settled here around about sort of 800. Some of these houses were built around about that time, 800 to 900 AD. In 1065, Thorfinn the Mighty died after bringing Christianity to Orkney, and it was under Norse rule until 1263 when King Haakon IV died in Kirkwall in Orkney. Incredible, isn't it? Again, so well preserved, and I just love how you can walk around it freely, you know. That's quite incredible to think that some, you know, Viking king possibly stayed here. You know, they even had a Viking sauna. Of course they did, the Norwegian. It's incredible just to stand in those footsteps. And I love having a little read of all the signs that you see, just to give you a little bit of insight, and reading up online before I go to any type of ruin, really. I actually prefer the ruins to the fully restored castles that you get. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some beautiful ones, especially in Scotland, like Eilean, Stirling, Edinburgh, etc. But I do like a ruin. I like reading up about them, and then I can just let my imagination do the rest. Your imagination's always going to be a lot more powerful than the reality that you see with your own eyes. That'll be something falling down in the back of the van. It's always something. If it's not one of my drawers popping open and dried pasta all over the floor, or something that's just fallen that I've forgot to secure away. It's always something. It is incredibly frustrating. And when you're on these small, windy, bumpy roads, it's so easy for it to happen. Even though I've got the locks on my drawers, they with the bumps, they kind of wiggle their way out. I do need to get a better system, because it's just no good. I've tried magnets, they don't hold on the roads here either. So I'm gonna have to get inventive, I think. Figure out a way to sort it out, because it is quite frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. So tonight I'm in Stromness on the island mainland of Orkney. Forget Oktoberfest, this is Orktoberfest, a celebration of the Norse and Viking history with a fire festival, food and ale. Doesn't get much better than that. Oh, and a pipe band. Well, good morning everybody. I'm in Orkney, and today I'm going on a little adventure to explore some of the Neolithic sites on the island, part of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Some of them are 5,000 years old. They're older than the pyramids of Giza, they're older than Stonehenge, and I'm really looking forward to going and seeing them. It is early in the morning, it's 5 o'clock, it's pitch black outside, and my first stop for sunrise are the rings of Brodgar. Let's go on a wee adventure. Right, so it's about 5:30 in the morning, and I'm about to see a sunrise at the Ring of Brodgar, which is the third largest stone circle in the UK. I'm walking along the path, and I'm not going to lie, it's pretty eerie. I think I can see the outline of them up there. Absolutely packed with the cold right now. There they are. They are pretty tall, like. Oh no, that is something. Well, the Brodgar Stone Circle just has me in awe. Just watched a beautiful sunrise, and it's quite strange when you're here in the pitch black and you've got your head torch on. You can obviously hear the animals and stuff. It's quite eerie, and I don't know if it's my imagination or what, but I'm pretty sure I heard a couple of screams. It was quite unnerving. And it's incredible to think that these stones have been standing here for almost 5,000 years. You know, 2,500, 3,000 years before Christ was even a thing. We don't actually really know what they're here for. You know, I mean, they do kind of line up with celestial objects, you know, the sun and the moon cycles and things like that, but we don't really know. But there's an old sort of Celtic folklore, which is that there was giants dancing to a fiddle, and they were having such a good time that the sun came up and they didn't realise, and they were frozen into stone. Now, I think I prefer that one. It's just an awesome, awesome place. And I know you're not meant to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway and see what happens. Right, well that was incredible. I'm just going to go along the road. It's only about a mile away to the stones of Stenness next, which are actually older. They're also taller and may well be the oldest standing stones in the UK. I think the Callanish stones on Lewis and Harris are right up there as well. So like I said, these are literally just along the road from the Ring of Brodgar. It's just a field full of sheep. These stones are significantly taller than the Ring of Brodgar stones, definitely. Wow. I absolutely love this type of stuff. I'm not much of a history buff or anything like that actually, and most of the information that I speak about when I'm on camera like this and for my YouTube channel and for Instagram or whatever are from the signs that you see when you go to places. I'll maybe have a little look online as well, especially when I'm going to old places like this or castle ruins and stuff like that, because I like to be able to go to the location and use my imagination to try and piece it together. It's hard to grasp, you know, when you're standing next to those stones, how they could have possibly got the stones there in the first place and then put them in the ground like that. It's really impressive. Just love the magic to it all. Next up, I'm away to visit Skara Brae, which is a Neolithic site over 5,000 years old. It was occupied around about 3000 BC until about 2500 BC. No one really knows why everyone left the site. Some say it was a storm, etc., but it was covered for many years. It was actually discovered in 1870 when a violent storm actually unearthed it all. Since then, the site's been excavated. It's been called the Scottish Pompeii because it's so well preserved, and it's older than Stonehenge, the pyramids of Giza. I cannot wait to see this. I did purchase the audio guide to go with it. It hasn't been delivered yet, so hopefully they can just provide me with that when I get there. I'm booked in between 10 and 11, so plenty of time to get there and get checked in for it and have a wander about. Oh, there's a big tour bus coming. Right, I'm away now. Bugger that. So I'm at Skara Brae, got an audio recording, audio tour in my ear, but we're going to walk through right at the start the reconstruction of Building 7, which we'll get to on the site, and this is kind of what it would have actually looked like back then. Can you hear those coos? Fucking noisy buggers. I hear ya. God, life's not that bad. House 7 contains the best preserved stone carvings found at Skara Brae. In 1929 it was fitted with the shielding glass roof, but studies revealed that this was creating temperature changes that caused the carvings to flake and crumble. In 2005 the decision was taken to re-roof the building in turf. Historic Scotland's conservators continue to monitor and protect the remains to ensure they survive for future generations. So House 7 was the house that we actually walked through. That's what it actually looked like under that mound. I actually can't believe that this was occupied 5,000 years ago. It's just so well preserved. It's incredible to think they actually had almost like a really primitive toilet and sewage system as well, where the water would sweep it out to sea, you know. Lost civilizations, eh? So I'm going to go and visit Scale House, which is right next door. It was home to the 7th Laird of Brechness, the man who discovered Skara Brae, and the man that's also responsible for putting this little window in house number 1, because his daughter used to like playing in house number 1. After that eastern part of the wall was destroyed during a storm, he rebuilt it and added a little window for her to play in. Well, that was really cool. Skara Brae didn't disappoint. It's incredibly well preserved. It actually reminds me of Yarshoff in Shetland, which is right next to the airport. It's another Neolithic site that was uncovered after a storm. Reminds me of that. I seem to remember Yarshoff being bigger. But nevertheless, it's, like I said, it's just been so well preserved. The visitor centre's great, Scale House, beautifully laid out. It's just, they do a really good job of it, I must admit. It's really accommodating to visitors. Really, really glad I've seen it and came here. And I really hope that it can be preserved for many, many generations to come. Well folks, unfortunately no photography is allowed inside Maeshowe, but the guide was absolutely incredible, and it doesn't appear to be an actual burial chamber. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that it isn't, but the Viking and Norse inscriptions on the wall are just utterly breathtaking. And the fact that we know the alphabet and have decoded them, and some of the messages on the wall are actually quite humorous, We've not changed very much if you think about the graffiti you get on public toilets to this day. But just the masonry, the stonework, the engineering that went into it, and the fact that the setting sun illuminates the inside of it, which creates almost like a doorway to walk through, a doorway of light, and how they figured out how the setting sun would do that with a single standing stone nearby by measuring the length of the shadow and the direction of it at the lowest point for the winter solstice. It's utterly incredible. However, the guide did tell me that there is a tomb I can go inside, an actual burial chamber called the Cuween Hill Chamber Cairn, and it's not too far from here. So I'm going for it. Let's go. Now, one nice little touch, they've got a little box here. It's got a torch in it for you to use. Look at that. Happy days. Oh, it's out of battery though. Oh well. Oh my god, it's so low. Oh, hands and knees, it is. Oh. It's wet and it's muddy. Oh, well, I'm not wearing these jeans for the rest of the day. Trying to avoid the big puddles. We're coming here now. Right, I'll get my phone torch out. Oh. Oh, it's significantly smaller. Then you're probably talking like a fifth of the size, but look at the stonework. The layers and layers of red sandstone. Got the slabs up the top. It's too small for me. I wonder how many buried bodies there are in here. I believe some of the burial tombs have got up to 300 remains in them. And it's pretty small. But look at that stonework. I mean, this is 5,000 years old. Older than the pyramids and everything. And if you look here, you've got the layers of sandstone going up to the wall, and then eventually they start layering them. So they start sticking out just bit by bit by bit and trying to angle it in and build it up to the roof. That is the gap that I came through. And I'm going to have to crawl back through it as well. Let's see if there's any graffiti. What's that? It looks like a piece of rope. What's in here? Oh. Oh, look at that, another little chamber. Oh, this is pretty crazy. I don't see any of that sort of Viking writing anywhere that we saw at Maeshowe. But it is dark in here and I've only got my phone torch, so you never know Is that some writing there? There we go, there's something there. I found it. Found some writing, look at that. And that looks like Norse, some sort of Viking symbol. I mean, to my uneducated eye, but that's what that looks like. Well, I've had a good look around here. I was going to go inside the smaller cavities, but it's just soaking in here, and I'm already soaked and incredibly muddy. Can only imagine what it'd be like in here in the winter. But I hope you've enjoyed a little tour around some of the most important Neolithical sites on the Isle of Orkney, and in fact some of the most important sites in Europe and the world for understanding the people, the culture, and how they lived back then. It's something a bit different for me. I've never done anything like this, so I've really enjoyed it. It's quite inspiring. Well, I found a rather nice park up on Orkney today at a stunning beach. Have a look at this. I think I'm going to have to go for a little dip in there in the morning. Definitely. Anyway, let's watch the sunset. Morning everyone. So the purpose of this channel really is every week I'll just bring you into my world, just the way I live van life basically, try and make every day an adventure if I can, and I'm not sick as a dog or injured, which is the worst. And I'm actually, you probably hear it, I'm actually not very well at the moment. I do have a bit of a pretty aggressive cold, to be honest, but I'm here in Orkney, so you've just got to crack on with it. You know, it'd be very easy for me to just go and lie in my bed for a couple of days, but you know, what's the point in that? Got plenty of time to sleep when I'm dead. Absolutely love driving here. All these little roads and different causeways going over to different small islands. And of course, World War II shipwrecks just sitting there that you can see as well. There's a couple here. And my first stop today is the Italian Chapel. After thousands of Italian soldiers were captured fighting British forces in North Africa during World War II, 550 men were sent to Camp 60 on Lamb Home to construct the Churchill barriers. Following a request from the camp priests, it was agreed that 2 Nissen huts would be joined together to provide a chapel. And among the Italians in Camp 60 was an artist, Domenico Chiocchetti, and he was given the task of transforming the 2 Nissen huts into a chapel. And when the camp commander, Major Buckland, realised that the prisoner was a very talented artist, he was allowed to continue painting to make the building more attractive. Now, decades later, after the completion of the chapel, it's one of Orkney's most loved buildings, and you can see why. The Italian prisoners of war did a really good job with it. It's so funny seeing architecture like that. It does just stick out like a sore thumb amongst all the pastoral land, rolling hills that you see all around here, and of course the water, and a constant stark reminder of what happened during World War II. As you're driving along the causeways, you can see all the different shipwrecks from that time. Yeah, I'm really glad I came here, and I hope you enjoyed seeing it as well. Now I'm going to make one final last stop before I get on the world's shortest commercial airline flight. It's a place I had to check out. This is St Magnus Cathedral in Kirkwall. Known as the Light in the North, it was founded in 1137 by the Viking Earl Rognvald in honour of his uncle St Magnus, who was martyred in Orkney. The cathedral belongs to the people of Orkney and its doors are open to all, and it is magnificent. I'm about to take on the world's shortest commercial airline flight, linking the islands of Westray and Papa Westray together. I've been wanting to do this for ages, it's a bucket list item for me, and today I'm going to get a chance to do it for the first time, and I'm going to take you along with me. Right, so here we go then. Shortest flight in the world.
Everyone still got seatbelts on?
Yeah, I did. Well, that was awesome. I've been wanting to do it for ages and I finally ticked it off, although I did get a bit of a fright because my ticket back to Kirkwall was actually for tomorrow. Oh, so luckily they had space to take me on the flights back, so don't make that mistake, folks. If you're just doing a sightseeing sort of flight or flights, call up and book. You can't really do that online. I didn't know that, I didn't see that anywhere online, so I made a bit of an arse of myself. It was great. Absolutely loved it. Morning, everyone. Just getting myself ready here. What time is it now? 10 to 7. I've actually got a ferry booked from the mainland on Orkney to a little island called Hoy. And I'm going to go on about a 5-mile hike along the coastline to go and see probably the most distinctive feature of the Orkney Islands, the Old Man of Hoy. I was just hoping the weather's actually okay. This could be a pretty choppy ride because it's howling outside at the moment. It's been a pretty windy night. Not me, outside. See what happens. Right, let's go. So just driving down to Houghton. It's quite a dreich morning. Sort of not really rain, just kind of drizzle and high winds, so it's pushing the drizzle sideways. Standard. I've decided to sit outside. I always prefer sitting outside if I can, getting the fresh air. Oh, someone's car alarm keeps going off. First stop was the little island of Flotta, and now we're heading to Hoy. So it's a drive to Radwick, and that's where the starting place is for the hike to the Old Man of Hoy. And it's my last day on Orkney for this trip, so gonna make the most of it, regardless of the weather. You know what they say, there's no such thing as bad weather, just inappropriate clothing. Ahoy! I'm on Hoy. I'm booked back on the ferry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's a 2.5, 3 hour hike out and back, I believe. So I'm gonna have to be pretty quick. Let's just get to the start point and get started. There's so many islands here. I think Orkney is made up of 70 islands. I need to check that. But I think only 20 of them are actually inhabited. And there's around about 22,000 people that live on all the islands in total. So not a huge population. It's funny, you know, in Scotland, we've got something like 800 islands. I think only like 150 of them are actually inhabited. They're so inhospitable, many of them. And like much of the highlands and the islands, it's a very different way of life from the mainland. It certainly wouldn't be for everyone, especially during the sort of very harsh, windy winters that they get up here. The Old Man of Hoy is a 449-foot sea stack. That's 137 metres in new money. And it is one of the tallest stacks in the UK. From certain angles, it is said to resemble a human figure. The stack itself was created by the erosion of a cliff through hydraulic action sometime after 1750. The stack itself is no more than a few hundred years old, but may soon collapse into the sea. It's an amazing sight. I can't wait to show you all. Hey, so I'm about 25 minutes, half an hour in. Gets you breathing, that's for sure, which is good. It's good to get a bit of energy in the legs. You can see Radwick Bay here and the surrounding cliffs, and it's absolutely fantastic. One thing I would say though, when you're coming up the path, obviously there's loads of sheep, so that means there's loads of sheep shit. Jobbies everywhere, man, so just watch your feet because they're pretty slidey. So I'm trying to push the pace a bit, just because I'm short for time. I should have booked the later ferry. Wouldn't be rushing then. quite nice here. We're actually going downhill really now. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do a wee jog because if I can get this done and dusted, that means I'll have plenty of time for Dwarfie Stane. Right, so I'm not sure if it's there or if it's something up here, and it doesn't look like much now. It looks like a wee chode. But I've got a pretty funny feeling when I get up there, it's gonna look like something quite different altogether. Okay, so maybe I won't be flying the drone here. Oh my God. It's so windy. I'm not even trying to run here, I'm just getting pushed. How is that standing there? Wow. Unbelievable. Oh my God, so it was so windy at the actual cliffs. Like, really windy. So just to walk back now, but it looks like I'm going to have plenty of time to go and see the Dwarfie Stane. So happy days. See you back in the van. I am absolutely sweating. It's definitely coming off. Whew. Oh God. Right. Let's get going. I'm sweating. I got back down there in about 45 minutes maybe, max. Quick bite to eat. And then head to Dwarfie Stone before getting the ferry back. No, I actually think I can see it from the road. Aye, there's like a path leading up to it. It's not too far a walk at least. Yeah, we car park up here. Got a bin here too, that's perfect. I'll go and empty my bin, it needs done. Let's go. Path's just straight from the road. It's quite cool, nice little sort of wooden path. I like it, it's bonny. The Dwarfie Stane is a megalithic chambered tomb carved out of a titanic block of Devonian old red sandstone. It is the only chambered tomb in Orkney that is cut from stone rather than being built from stones, and may be the only example of a Neolithic rock cut tomb on the British Isles. It is literally carved out of the rock. Okay, so I have crawled inside the tomb, and there's lots of carvings in here from people that have also visited. Let's have a read of some of them, shall we? P. Foster, 1830. Look at that. 1735. Can't quite make out what it says. I don't have a torch. It's amazing that they've carved this. completely out of. It's all just one rock, and they've carved this out. It must have taken ages. I mean, I'm having to duck down to obviously get in, but you could probably lie down in this. Wow, pretty crazy. Trying to give you a bit of scale just to how big this rock is. I'm standing right on top of it in the middle. The stone is 8.6 metres long by 4 metres wide. That's 28 by 13 feet. The entrance is a 1 metre square cut out of the west side of the rock. Well, I'm really glad I got to see that and tick off those two things on high. Not even you wouldn't even really call it half a day max on here. It's been a bit of a rush, but I'm really glad I got to see the old man high and the Dwarfie Stane. And the next time I come back to Orkney, I'm definitely going to spend a little bit longer just exploring some of the other islands, particularly Westray and Papa Westray, and down past St Margaret's Hope and all that. Just spend a little bit longer. I mean, I had a night at Hoxa Beach and that was glorious. I've been here a week and honestly, it's not long enough. And I've loved my time here, I really have, so I'm definitely coming back. And everyone I've met has been super, super friendly. I've really, really enjoyed my time in Orkney. Yeah, I'm quite sad to leave. Like and subscribe for more van life adventures.